Welcome to the campus of Adair County Schools. John Shelley, joined by Scott Bennett. We're here at Indian Field for some matinee Saturday baseball, some crosstown baseball, as the Indians will take on the Cumberland County Panthers from Burkesville, Kentucky. And John Shelley, Scott Bennett, and Scott, they had to postpone the game for about an hour due to fog, and the fog has lifted, and it's like a beautiful morning.
Sorry, I turned myself off. Yes, that's absolutely beautiful. I was out about 8:30 this morning. I wondered then whether they would actually get to play or not. The fog was still down, very, very damp everywhere. And just good to see it finally lift and the sun come out. That's the last few days we deserve a little sunshine.
The Indians, this will be their fourth game, Scott. While Burkesville, the Cumberland County Panthers have only played one. They lost to LaRue County 13-3 in their only matchup so far, and he's in a similar situation. I think the basketball going late into the year probably has been affected Cumberland County more so than the Indians. Is he said he's only had 7 players for one practice, so really, really early for the Panthers, and they're trying to get on track. And Scott, I'll let you talk about the Indians a little bit.
So I know Derek Kenny's coming in. Let me pull it back up. I had it up just a second.
2-1, I know that.
2-1 on the season. Dropped their first game of the season on Thursday to Barron County. All set with 5-4. Actually had a 4-0 lead after the first inning, and just spitting scratchy more runs the rest of the way. Other than that, they won 12-2 and 13-3. And we looked at some of the stats, getting prepared for this game, and got some pretty gaudy numbers, although you got to take into consideration only 3 games into the season. But you've got 3 guys over 500 average. You got one at the 600 average. You already had a home run in every game. So anxious to see this Indian offense that put up double-digit runs in the first 2 games and scored 4 in the top of the first and the third game. But so this team's got a potential to really put some numbers up.
And we want to recognize our game sponsor, and that game sponsor is the Adair County School District. They knows that a community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live, work, and contribute to making life better for themselves and the people around them. That's why Adair County School District is committed to providing the highest quality educational experience for their students. And Scott, this is the first time ever, I think, that they have sponsored some sports. So we really want to thank Mr. Faulkner, Jason Faulkner, and the whole school district as they get behind all these athletic programs. Hayden, we're going to pause for the national anthem. We'll be back after these messages on the Indian Radio Network.
Kentucky Sanitation Services is a waste management company with solutions tailored to each client's needs. They provide garbage dumpster services for your business, home, or farm, as well as a variety of roll-off boxes from 10 cubic yards all the way up to 40 cubic yards. They have containers that can handle any size job, from cleaning out your basement or for a large demolition project. Call 270-634-4637 or check them out on Facebook at Kentucky Sanitation Services.
Hi, this is Cameron Smith. I'm a Campbellsville High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning a degree in secondary education. At LWC, I've met new people, become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of the sports programs. Visit today, and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home, too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
Welcome back to Adair County High School baseball field. That national anthem we just heard was brought to you by Bloomington Chapel Church. They extend a warm invitation to everyone to join them for worship and fellowship. Bloomington Chapel Church opens its doors every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for a powerful worship service. Come back again on Sunday nights at 6 p.m. for an uplifting evening of spiritual rejuvenation. And don't miss out on their Wednesday night Bible study at 6 p.m. They're conveniently located at 55 Denton Road. Bloomington Chapel Church welcomes you with open arms. John? That's the longest read ever.
Yeah, hey,
I'm rejuvenated just from reading it. That was a long word in there. Austin's got his thesaurus out this year.
I really enjoy reading these because if we didn't have our sponsors, we couldn't bring these games to you. Our streaming sponsor, First and Farmers National Bank, and we want to thank Austin Armstrong for streaming this ball game today. Just go to YouTube and Adair County Schools WAIN Radio. You want to search, and you will get the live stream of the game. You can listen to us on the audio side of it. First National Bank, banking that's reliably simple. Check out all their services on the website, firstandfarmers.com. Scott and I, we're high top behind the home plate here at Indian Field, and that's brought to you by TJ Regional Health. We're in the broadcasting booth with 20 locations. TJ Regional Health promotes and provides for the health and wellness communities they serve. TJ Regional Health, total local care. And we've got an actual booth sponsor, and that's Tim Hardwick, Franklin Nissan. The Don Franklin family of dealerships works daily to provide you with the best experience possible. While finding the right vehicle for your family, visit the website, franklinauto.com. And, Scott, we're about ready to go here. The first three hitters for Cumberland County, Sales, and Willen. And
like a law firm.
You want to talk about the battery for the Indians, Scott?
On the mound today will be Zane Gist, his first start of the season. And behind the plate, he'll be throwing to Bodie Richards.
We're underway as the first pitch is outside for a ball here. A beautiful afternoon, early afternoon for baseball. Gist, here's the 1-0. Is lined in the right center field. That'll be a base hit. Falls in front of the right fielder. And that'll be two pitches and a base hit for the Panthers.
Yeah, found the hole out there in right center. This Cumberland County team is pretty talented, John. They got some kids that have been playing baseball a long time. They had some success in youth ball, and just kind of continued that as they've gotten older.
That's Jasper Kemp out in right field. Here's the pitch. It's up high for a ball. Around the infield for Adair County, you've got Coomer at third. You got Russell at short. You've got Alex Martin at second. You got Jake McQuarrie at first. The battery is Gist to Bodie Richard. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside corner for a call strike, evens a count. 1 ball and 1 strike. In the outfield, left to right, Aiden Smith, Brody Brock, and that's Jasper Kemp out in right field. Good lead over there for Sales.
It is a good lead.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Stays inside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Bodie Richards is going to call time, and he's going to go talk to his pitcher. Here, Scott, is Cumberland County in a hitter's count with a runner on already.
Yeah, it's got to be careful right here and not put something just directly over the plate. Still try to work your corners and try to get a ground ball, get a double play.
Yes, with the quick check over to Sales, comes set. It's a long stare in. Here's the pitch. Good spot. It's a call strike on the bottom of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looked like it caught the heart of the plate. Evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Derek Sales.
We'll get a little chance here, John. I want to talk to you about something new in high school baseball this year. See what your thoughts are.
Here's a slow ground ball to third. Tough play for Coomer. He's going to go to second and out there on a bang play as Martin records the put out on the force. That's 5-4, the put out. Alert play by Coomer, Scott, is might not have had a play at first. A slow chopper that took him toward the bag, and probably his only play.
Yeah, that was a tough play, too, thrown across his body to get that lead runner out.
So fielder's choice.
Well, curveball comes in
for Derek Sales. Yeah, Scott, good call is Gist with Uncle Charlie. He gets ahead in the count, no balls and a strike. He comes set. Derek Sales now the runner at first base. Here's the pitch. And they're going to call a no pitch. There was some confusion as the hitter stepped out.
The late time call. He was already in his motion.
I didn't see the umpire grant the time as the confusing part of that play.
Coach McQuarrie went out there to tell Zane, he said, keep on with your motion. Don't try to stop it once you start it.
There's a big lead over there for Sales. Here's Uncle Charlie ripped into left field. That's going to be a base hit for Lance Willen. That'll put runners at first and second with 1 out here in the top of the first.
That's Interesting to see Lance play against the Indians here. He played with a lot of these kids growing up and on the Bulldogs team that Coach McCray coached them. These kids are in youth ball, and he knows all them. He knows Coach McCray's strategies, and Coach McCray knows his zone. So it's going to be an interesting chess match there all day long.
So Cumberland County was something cooking here in the top of the first. Here's the first pitch to the number 5 hitter. That's Braden Purdue. He's a lefty, Scott.
Yeah, John, what I was talking about is the new rule in high school. You got the catcher's got an earpiece now, so Coach McCray don't have to send in signs anymore. He's got a little walkie-talkie over there. He talks directly to the catcher, telling him what pitch he wants.
It's pretty nice. There's a tall strike on the outside corner. Should speed up play, I think.
It should, that, and also takes away some of the sign stealing you might could have from dugout to dugouts. So I know college and Major League Baseball's all gone to that now too. So it's just a good use of technology.
So time has caused a little bit of confusion. So the call, Scott, comes from Coach McQuarrie to the catcher.
You'll watch him. He's got a little thing right there. He's talking to it right there.
Little catcher. So the catcher then has to relay the sign of the pitcher, of course. Here's a swing and a miss by Purdue. Ball in the dirt. Richard, a nice job blocking it up. Runner can advance. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That's a big play right there because that keeps it makes you have a base hit to try to score this runner, not just a sacrifice fly.
So Purdue, he's looking to jerk something full side here, drive some runs in. Gist is going to step off and move the runner back to second base with a fake pickoff attempt. 1 out here in the top of the first. Yes, here's a pitch. It's down low for a ball. Gets away from Richard. Here's got to play at third, throws it away into left field. That's going to score Sales. The left fielder comes up. That's Aiden Smith with the throw to the plate, and the runner's safe. And the Willen is going to move to third, Scott.
Yeah, Bodie got upset at himself, and he went behind the plate, just stand out in front of the plate. They may have had a play on Sales at home. It's the throw from Aiden Smith came in right on target, but Bodie was behind the plate and couldn't get up there and make a play. And the other part of that is it allowed Willen to advance to third.
So we've got to, we're going to give Richard a throwing here. Here's a ground ball in the hole, base hit in the left field. That's going to score another one for the Panthers. That's going to score Lance Willen, and it's 2-0.
Coach McCray's going to call time here to go out and talk to Zane Gist and try to get him settled down here and get him out of this inning.
So 3 hits early here for the Panthers. And he scored 2 runs off those 3 hits. All singles. First one into right field, and the next 2 ripped in the 5-6 hole. Ripped in the left field. That was a seeing eye single. It was hit pretty hard. It's got the grass and the moisture. I wouldn't say it's a fast track, that infield. No. And
so what do you call them? What's between a fast and a muddy, John? Is there anything?
Yeah, good. It's called good. This is a good surface, and Boomer, he was playing a little bit shallow. He took a stab at it, unable to get to it.
He was playing up even with the bag right there, so he could try to keep that runner from scoring on a ground ball, but that one got by him. Russell nearly got the backhand on it, but it would have probably been very, very tough to throw the runner out at first.
So Purdue at first, there's 1 out in the inning. Branham, he takes a ball inside. 2 runs in for Cumberland County on 2 base hits. Yes, the long look in. He's got McQuarrie holding the runner at first base. Here's the stretch. Here's the pitch. Here's a line drive that second baseman Martin's going to get to. He's going to report it out to McQuarrie.
Nice range right there from the freshman. He covered a lot of ground right there.
It was a kind of a ball that sawed off on the handle. It was a semi-line drive that Martin ranged far to his left, made a really good play and planted and turned and threw back to McQuarrie. That's going to move Purdue over to second. 2 outs in the inning. That's going to bring up J.D. Riley. Here's a pitch. It's down low for a ball. Gist. You got Bryce Russell trying to keep the runner close to second. Here's a ball in the dirt that's blocked up by Richard. Purdue won't be able to move up.
Those two, Bodie's already got the dirt to keep runners from advancing.
So several pitches thrown here, 17 already for Gist as he tries to get out of this first inning. Here's a 2-0 pitch. It's a ball down in the dirt, and Richards able to block it up. So, Scott, I'm going to put you on the spot here early. J.D. Riley's, he got the green light with a runner in scoring position 3-0, or is he taking?
I think he's taking. That's my opinion.
Yes, with a long look in. There's a 3-1 pitch. Gets the top half of the zone for a called strike. 3 balls and a strike.
So right there tells me he had to take all the way because he would have been ripping at that pitch, I believe.
Here's a 3-1 pitch. It's up high for a ball 4. Scott, I want to shout out to Melton Stables. They got me on the radio out there this morning.
They letting the horses listen to
That's
you?
right. Everett Peralta and crew is they got horses. Music is very soothing to horses. It's they keep a radio on all the time.
Really?
Yeah, that's. I'm not sure what their favorite songs are or anything like that, but they do keep a radio on. Here's a call strike on the inside corner.
The country fans or rock or what?
Caden Walden comes to the plate. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Here's a pitch. It's down low for a ball. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Zane seems to be having trouble keeping in the pitcher's count. He's really getting behind these batters, even though he started off the strike there. But he's letting the hitters get in the hitter's count on him.
Runners get their lead. Here's a curveball, stays away and down. 2 balls and a strike. Scott, really important here in the bottom of this lineup, pitch to contact. You want to make Cumberland County, especially the bottom of the lineup, put the ball in play. No free passes here. There's a call strike on the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The thing I've really noticed here on the top of the first is umpire's strike zone is up a little higher than what I'm used to seeing. That's Bodie's catching that ball right at the top of his helmet, and most of the time that's a ball. But he's on the striking man and being consistent with it.
The 2-2 pitch stays inside. Richard unable to squeeze it. That's going to move the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the runners will be on the move here. 3-2, 2 outs. Walden trying to do some serious damage here, hitting in the 7 spot. Here's a pitch. Curveball up high for a ball, and that'll load the bases.
It's odd throwing a curveball, in my opinion, but that's been the pitch he's thrown strikes with more consistently, so I can see why that pitch was called.
Connor Cash, right fielder for Cumberland County.
8th hitter in the lineup.
Like I say, Scott mentioned it earlier, don't have any numbers on Cumberland. They just played 1 ball game. They played LaRue County, were defeated 13-3. As their coach told me they had 7 basketball players. Of course, they made it to the semifinals of the region. Defeated by Bowling Green. And so they have just gotten back as well. So they just had 1 practice. So he said he likes his team down the road.
He's got a good reason to. I think they got a good solid squad.
Here's a 2-0 pitch, a little flare in the right field, and it's going to fall between the second baseman and the right fielder. That's going to score 1 run. Martin's going to run the ball in.
Scored 2 runs.
It scored 2 runs. Yes, I'm sorry. Both the runners were on the move.
Yeah, that's the bad thing about that happening with 2 outs is both runners are going on contact. And less than 2 outs right there, they probably just score 1 run right there.
So that's going to score Purdue. That's also going to score J.D. Riley. So a big inning for the Panthers as they put up 4, and they're going to bat all the way around.
And that also moves Walden to third base. So first and third here as Coach McCreary's going to the mound to give his pitcher a talk here. And I knew when that come off the bat, it was going to be trouble. Alex covered a whole lot of ground, and Kemp in right field really tried to get in there too, but it just fell right between them. I mean, just you couldn't have picked a 6-inch spot; it could have landed in and been a hit, and that's where it landed.
Kemp was playing pretty shallow. I thought he had a bead on it when it was hit. And I think the little miscommunication. Martin was he was trying to get to it, and it was just a tough play. It was kind of right in between them. It's going to bring up the ninth hitter for Cumberland. Yes, they have batted around here in the first inning. 4-0. Here's the move to third and fake to first.
They've been around a lot of baseball in the last couple of years. I missed that move. Fake to third, fake to first both.
Big lead over there for Alden.
Good job,
and McQuarrie's able to knock that down on the pickoff attempt at first base as it almost got through the wickets. And that ball was that was a tough ball to handle for Jake.
Yeah, it sure was. And he took wet grass and skidded on him too. So lucky they didn't get another run right there.
Dawson Duvall. Here's a pitch. Down low for a ball. One ball and no strikes. Very, very short lead over there at first for Cash. But he's going to go. Here's a pitch. They're going to throw down. And Adair County's Martin is going to cut it off halfway in between the mound and second base to prevent the runner from third from scoring. So Cash with a stolen base. I'm going to put runners at second and third. 4 runs in, 2 outs. Here's a call strike on the outside corner.
Good pitch right there. This kid on second base, which is Cash, getting a humongous lead, John. So he's going to try to, if base hit, he's going to walk in most likely.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Call strike 3 on the corner, and that'll do it for the Panthers. But not before they get 4 runs on 4 base hits, and they're going to leave 2 runners. And we're going to the home half of the first. Cumberland County 4, Adair County coming to bat. We'll be back on the Indian Radio Network.
Looking to revamp your property? Look no further than Gist Construction. Located at 981 Creekbend Road in Columbia, they are your one-stop shop for all your needs. From blacktop to landscaping and even water and sewer lines. Top-notch customer service and unbeatable prices, they've got a solution for every job. Call them today at 270-250-5595 and let's get started. Gist Construction, your partner in perfecting your property. Cumberland Pipeline is an underground utility contractor primarily concentrating on water and sewer pipelines and pump stations for municipal water and wastewater districts. The company is rooted in faith and is committed to providing a quality service to their clients with honesty and quality projects. Cumberland Pipeline also offers services for wet tapping of water and wastewater lines, insertion of valves on water mains, dirt work, site work, and land clearing. Visit their website, cumberlandpipeline.com, for more information.
We're back in the home half of the home half of the first, and I had that 4 on my mind as Cumberland County puts up 4 in the top of the first. That last strikeout by Zane Gist is brought to you by Cumberland Pipeline. Cumberland Pipeline boasts the team and expertise to handle any size underground utility contract with precision and efficiency. Need a project done right? Give them a call, 385-9000. And experience the commitment to excellence firsthand. Also, we want to shout out to Bloomington Chapel Church. They extend a warm invitation to everyone to join them for worship and fellowship. Bloomington Chapel Church opens its doors every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. for a powerful worship service. Come back again on Sunday nights at 6 for an uplifting evening of spiritual rejuvenation. And don't miss out on the Wednesday night Bible study at 6, conveniently located at 55 Denton Road. Bloomington Chapel welcomes you with open arms. For Adair County, Martin, Coomer, and Russell in the home half of the first. Scott, no wind blowing. The flag in center field rests perfectly at peace. Here's the pitch from the Panthers. Their battery today is going to be Purdue. He's going to be throwing to Duval. There's a call strike in the top of the zone. No balls and a strike. Alex Martin off to a good start this year, 5 for 10. The curveball stays away. Hitting 500 with a pair of doubles, 5 RBIs, and a grand slam home run. Here's played 3 ball games. Scott, I'd say it's off to a pretty good start.
There's no doubt about it. Had a grand slam in game 2. First home run as a freshman.
Here's a pitch, a line drive into left center field. That'll be a base hit. Is the center fielder playing deep Sale.
You watching that young man play since he was about 5 years old. You could just tell back then he was going to be a player. And he just keeps on developing from there.
So Martin with a leadoff single. It was a fastball right in the top of the zone, and he was waiting on it. That's going to bring up Braden Coomer. Scott, Braden is a part of the Indians' road to Rupp Arena.
Still odd to me. Baseball.
Playing baseball. He's already
He's playing baseball well so far, too.
4 for 7 early. There's a ground ball to the shortstop, Walden. He's going to go to the second baseman. It pulls him off the bag, Branham. He got the foot up in the air, and the umpire's right on top of it. He said safe. It was a bang-bang play, guy.
You get that old neighborhood play right there, but not so this time.
I'm going to give that air to the second baseman. I think
the throw was on target, I believe.
I think it was good enough. You know, it's a judgment call by the official score, and but I'm gonna give the second baseman the air because I thought the ball beat the runner Martin.
So Steinhilber on their board here, he didn't give an air to nobody. He gave Braden a single. He's trying to boost his numbers.
Well,
at least I'll be a field of choice on him.
Bryce Russell digs in. Bryce. He's 1 for 9 here to start the season. That one hit was a big one, a home run. Purdue, he's behind in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Hangs up high. Indians with something cooking here. Martin at second, Coomer at first. Martin, a sharp single to start the inning. Coomer followed up with a ground ball to shortstop that everybody was safe. Here's Purdue. The pick-off attempt to second. Martin back easily.
Now it's really catching his attention, jumping back and forth there. Give the pitcher something else to think about.
Got Indians trying to respond. Quick start for the Panthers here. Here's a pitch. It's up high for a ball. Russell takes it. Scott, this young man, he's got some pop in his bat.
Sure does. Been starting since an 8th grader. His 3rd year starting. He's only a sophomore.
And hit for power as well. 3 balls and no strikes here. It's up high for a ball. Not even close. So Purdue has pitched himself into a serious jam. Jake McQuarrie is going to come up with the bases loaded, nobody's out. Scott, that's a hitter's dream. Bases loaded, nobody out, because even a ground ball double play, you're going to get an RBI. That's the worst case scenario. Of course, Jake's a good contact hitter. But
pitching meeting there. Coach comes out and gives his pitcher some encouragement.
Scott, I'll try to get a report on the grill when all the food gets done. I usually have a pretty good nose for that, kind of like a beagle now.
You'll have a burger.
The smoke gets to flaring. My nose gets to right to the aroma. Jake McQuarrie digs in. Left-handed hitter hitting fourth, first baseman. Jake, he's looking for his first of the year, Scott. He hit some long home runs out of here last year.
Just stay away from him right there. Let's see if they try to stay on the outside corner the whole time here.
See if Purdue maybe misses inside. Jake can turn on one. 1 ball and no strikes. Purdue with the stretch. Here's a pitch. There's a strike up at the top of the strike zone.
That's the same like he's been calling. He called it when we were pitching too. So he's been consistent with it.
1 ball and 1 strike. So McQuarrie digs back in. Martin at third, Coomer at second, Russell at first. They're loaded, nobody out. Pitches outside for a ball, 2 balls and a strike. So Jake's in a hitter's count right here, Scott. Is he coming out of his shoes right here?
If he gets there, he's better.
You're looking for a fastball dead red right here. Purdue struggling. He needs an out. Here's a pitch. It's up high for a ball, 3 balls and a strike.
Same thing right here. You're looking for a pitch in a certain spot and try to drive it. Had a good gap there in right center. It's just kind of surprising. Center field was shaded to right just a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Corey digs in. Purdue, the long stretch. Here's a 3-1 pitch. That's ball 4. That's an RBI for Jake.
You never can tell, but the way this game seems to have been starting right here, that it looks like you don't have to score about 10 or 12 to have a chance to win this game. The way it's going so far.
Duval, he's going to walk the baseball out to Purdue. Scott, I believe Purdue was on their basketball team as well. I think 7-0.
Look at the starters. Riley and Duval, I don't think played. I think the other 7 did. The school, Cumberland County side, really small school population-wise.
Richard, ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit as the infield was in. And Adair County's going to score 2 runs. Coomer and Russell both score. That was a high chopper over the mound. The infield was in and went right over the bag. So give Bodie 2 RBIs on his single. That's going to move Query to second.
You got Landon Holmes, courtesy runner for Bodie, the catcher. Landon Holmes at first base now.
He's going to bring up Zane Gist hitting in the 6th spot. Zane on the mound today looking to help himself here. Indians still trail at 4-3. We got a shootout here early. There's a ball on the inside part. It's a curveball.
Zane just about turned that shoulder into it. Doing a good job of hanging in there as long as he could.
Purdue. Stretch. He checks McQuarrie. Here's a pitch. There's a fly ball into right center. That could find the gap. And that is going to find the gap. Gist. He runs well. He's going to get. No, he's got to go back. He's got to pump the brakes as Holmes.
Jake didn't get a good read on that. No, Coach Dad is telling too. He's got to see that a little better.
That had to score at least one.
Jake didn't get about 5 or 6 feet off second base right there. He needed to be at least about halfway because the way those players were running up that ball, he could have been halfway, even 3/4 of the way to third, and still got back to second base on time if they would have made a play because they were both, momentum was going way away from the bag.
So what would have been an easy double in the right center field gap does not score McQuarrie from second. He's at third. It's going to put Holmes at second. He had to pump the brakes. And Gist with the single. He's over at first. So the Indians with an opportunity for a big inning here as Jasper Kemp digs in. Jasper's a line drive. Second baseman, 1 hop, goes to shortstop for 1.
Jasper's come up limping. Not sure what happened.
That's going to score 1. So fielder's choice for Jasper.
Not sure what he's done. Got a little hitch in his knee up right there.
The play goes from 4 to 6.
Let's got some company up here. And Jamie, I'm going to ask you, do you have any clothes that matches the shoes?
As my grandbabies have came to see me here in the booth, and I'm sure they're going to get a treat down here at the concession stand. I'm hoping, Scott.
Grandpa John don't have to pay for it.
Oh, that's fine. We got plenty of money, so we're not worried about the money as long as they get a treat. So. So Adair County with an opportunity for a big inning here. 1 ball and no strikes. So Brody Brock. Here's a pitch. It's a call strike on the outside corner.
Good spot for that pitch.
1 ball and 1 strike. Got runners at first and third. McQuarrie scored to tie it up on that fielder's choice. Here's a ball way outside.
2-1. You say you put a hit and run or something on right here, John, or you too early in the game?
I think probably you don't want to run yourself out of a big inning right here. I think probably you're either going to straight steal second. Good hitters count for Brody right here. Very short lead over at first for him. Now he gets in a good secondary lead. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss by Brock. It was in the top of the strike zone.
And just swung right through it.
Got a good fastball to hit. And we want to remind Indian fans the 21st is the next scheduled broadcast.
It's baseball. I think
baseball.
I think earlier in the week might be a softball game. Had a softball game framed out on Thursday. There goes the runner.
The runner, and the ball's in the dirt, so the ball will not have a play. So give Kemp the stolen base.
Jasper's something going on with his leg. He's still limping around out there. It's his left leg, it looks like to me, from what I can tell.
So Brock, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a pitch. Outside for a ball. Here comes Holmes. He's going to score easily. Kemp's going to limp over to third and give Brody Brock a base on balls.
John, I don't think we've done a game together since they put the what you call it, the heating area where they put the artificial turf there. What's your thoughts on that? Do you like that?
Actually, I do, and the reason I like it is because of the maintenance and the
consistency too.
Yeah, consistent. Because what would happen at home plate here, Scott? Which I was a part of the baseball program for a long time, is when in a coaching role. But what would happen? It would be a hole behind the plate. And it was really a tricky slide. And a lot of times your catcher was sitting kind of down in a hole, and the ball would hit the plate. And it was really hard to block balls up, too. I used to work with catchers. Here's a ball on the outside part.
One thing here with this, and I think they've done a good job working with their catchers, especially you see more and more fields. 3 of the 4 fields in the district will have this around home plate. 2 of them will be completely turf fields. But catchers really have to stay down there because the ball will get that carpet and it'll skid. It won't bounce like it normally would. And so you really got to stay down on it to keep it from skidding between your legs.
Brody Brock with a stolen base. Aiden Smith, 1 ball and 1 strike. Indians lead at 5-4. We're still in the bottom of the first. 9 runs, Scott.
It's a long
swinging a miss on a ball up in the strike zone.
I think the last game I did on the radio, Brayton Cumberland was pitching against Brady Hutchins from Marion County, and I'm pretty sure there was maybe 2 hits in the entire ball game. It just flew by. That's a shame.
Aiden Smith, a line drive into right center field. That's going to score 2 easily. Aiden, the right fielder, Cash, gets over and does a nice job, but had no play at the plate. And it's going to score Kemp and Brock from second, and the big inning continues.
A great piece of 2-strike hitting right there. That ball's up and out, and he just knocked it right over the second baseman's head right into right field.
So Adair County was 7 runs here in the bottom of the first after Cumberland put up a 4 spot in the top of the first. Aiden Smith, he's a runner at first with 2 outs. Scott,
1 out.
Or just 1 out?
Yes, 1 out. Got the fielder's choices only out.
And the Indians have also batted 3. Alex Martin, he started this off with a sharp base hit in the left center field. This is a running opportunity, I think, for Smith right here.
I will agree.
Smith's going to get back. It's got a really odd position that Riley's taking over there to hold him on.
Through behind the bag. That's dangerous because the ball could, he's got the foot over there, but
I don't think I've ever seen that.
No, I've always seen the right leg, the right-handed
There's a foul tip into the mid. Here's the throw down as Smith steals the bag on a bang-bang play. So I give Aiden Smith a stolen base.
Catcher doing us a favor right there, catching that foul tip. If he just dropped it, Aiden would have to go back.
Alex Martin, RBI opportunity for him.
He's already 1 for 1 in this one.
Yeah, a lot of times that leadoff guy, he doesn't get as many opportunities because he's trying to get on base. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Looks like a little slider on the outside part of the plate.
This will be the 30th pitch coming from Purdue here. I knew he'd throw quite a bit, so I believe this game's going to get in the bullpen for both teams before it's said and done. His pitch count might get them, especially early in the season. Coach trying to overdo arms.
Smith, he's going to try to steal third. Martin shoots one down the right field line, but it'll be foul.
He's only hit and run right there.
Smith got a huge jump. He had the bag stolen, but the runner being already in scoring position, Martin, he got a good pitch to hit as well.
Cumberland kind of still using the signs from the coach over here instead of using the electronic system.
Purdue, he comes set. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Stays up high for a ball. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Something's got to give here.
Right, Cumberland waits on deck.
Here's a pitch. It's up high for a ball.
There's nothing doing in the Cumberland County bullpen. I thought they might try to get somebody up, and I don't have another conference here. Coach Morgan's going to head out.
So we're going to take a quick break, 30-second break, pay some bills. We're here on the Indian Radio Network. 7-4. We're still here in the bottom of the first. We'll be back.
Bad hair day, bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel. Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Columbia is Barger Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 270-384-2457.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Doc's Market is a Shell-branded store open to fuel your vehicle and your body. Located on Campbellsville Road, Doc's Market serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even has soft-served ice cream. Check out their huge menu with items like roasted chicken, burgers, chef salads, and many specials. You can see their full menu on their Facebook page. That's Doc's Market on Facebook, and stay up to date on the latest specials. Doc's Market, food, fuel, and family.
John here with the Columbia Pizza Hut. Be sure to stop by and check out the fresh new vibes with a whole new dining room experience ready to make you lose your mind up in this hut. Actually, that's not my natural voice, guys. So let's calm down and try this again. We are going to be giving back to the community with events, deals, and giveaways. Please be sure to follow us on Facebook to keep up with all the latest cheesiness. New look, same great pizza. Pizza Hut in Columbia, Kentucky. Can't wait to see you all.
Are you looking for a new car? Well, Don Franklin Nissan is in a push to sell new vehicles in March. We've got them marked down. We've got more vehicles than ever, and we are looking to sell new rides. New Versa starting $18,900. Certain options, 0% financing. New Rogues up to $4,000 off. Why buy used when you can buy a new one at the same price? Stop by and see us. Don Franklin Nissan. Ask for Mike. Ask for Peggy. Ask for Davis. Ask for Savannah. We're here to help. Don Franklin Nissan. 270-384-6426. DonFranklinAuto.com.
Are you looking for a tasty treat anytime, day or night? Head on over to Magic Market on Will Walker Road in Columbia. Dive into their mouth-watering lineup featuring the famous Hunt Brothers Pizza. And here's the best part. Build your own pizza with all the toppings you crave, absolutely no extra charge. Plus, indulge in their breakfast menu, including the town's finest biscuits and gravy. Magic Market, where every bite is a flavor adventure.
We're back here. We got a wholesale substitution, bunch of changes for Cumberland County. But the main one right now, Branham, he's moved to pitch, and Coomer takes a call strike, and then the next pitch is a ball away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Indians have batted through here, Scott, in the first inning. They lead at 7-4, and they've still got opportunity. Smith at second and Martin at first. Still only 1 out in the inning. Here's a curveball strike 2 called on the outside part, and I think Coomer agreed with it.
Yeah, I think he was thinking that ball was going to stay in the strike zone, but it didn't curve till very, very late, and it caught the corner.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball hits Coomer in the back, and he'll get his base. That's going to load the bases. Scott, and this huge inning continues.
Yeah, it's nuts.
This is crazy.
Just got to stay out of a double play ball right here. Even if you fly out or something like that, you can probably get a good chance to score a run. Aiden Smith on third, probably one of the fastest, if not the fastest player on the team.
Burke Sells, he moves from left field to third base. Lance Willen, he goes from third base to second base, swing and a miss with Russell. Braden Perdue, the young man that they took out that was pitching, he goes to left field, and Branham goes from second base into the mound. And Walden, he goes from shortstop to second, Scott. So,
all right, good job.
That's a lot of stuff. Here's Branham with a curveball that stays up high for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike.
First pitch that Bryce swung at, I think he's had the velocity a little misjudged. He was way out in front of that pitch.
Russell, he digs in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Indians with a great opportunity here. Here's call strike 2 on the outside corner.
You don't like that one. He's trying to fight here, though. If they come at that same pitch, and notice Branham already little I'm losing the word, but it's throwing that outside corner off a lot.
And don't forget about on Wednesday, here's a swing and a miss, and that's the second out of the inning. So Russell goes down on strikes, chased a high fastball. Scott, don't forget Wednesday, 5 o'clock tip-off, Adair County versus Marshall County, and the UK Healthcare Sweet 16 basketball tournament. Austin says we got to say that. We got to say that. So, Austin, I've been practicing. Aren't you proud of me? Here's a ball outside of McQuarrie. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Indians will take on Marshall County. Scott, get an opportunity these big innings to talk about that matchup a little bit. In the RPI, I think Adair 24, Marshall 30th, so they look very comparable.
Yeah. You're talking about a toss-up game. It's legitimately a toss-up game.
And we got a treat for our listeners, especially our sports talk listeners. We're going to talk to Marshall County, their radio play-by-play guy tomorrow night on Sports Talk Live and Local, Monday night, Sports Talk Live and Local. Jeff Waters. We're going to get a little bit of a preview of Marshall County, and you want to tune in for that. I'm excited to hear that, Scott.
He's got the old-time radio voice. You can tell he said he's been doing it for 30 years, so he ought to know a lot about Marshall County's history.
What would you call mine? The new age radio voice?
I'm not sure what you
mean. I'm getting old. There's a ground ball base hit by McQuarrie in the right field. That's going to score 1, should score 2 as the throw comes to the plate, and Martin scores easily. So give McQuarrie 2 RBI single here as the huge first inning continues.
9 runs, and just keep it on rolling right here. Good job right there by Brett Coomer. It always helps with 2 outs, and knowing the runner in front of you is going home, that he just turned it on and got all the way to third base. So gives you an opportunity right here to maybe on a pass ball and to add another run. But hopefully Bodie will knock him in anyway.
So Coomer at third, McQuarrie at first after the 2 RBI single. There's a call strike on the inside corner.
We still haven't adjusted well that high strike call, and it's been very consistent. I know we only played an inning here, but he's called it both ways, and It's just going to be where it's going to be. You better swing at it.
Bodie's bad. It kind of matches my shoes here, but it's a big orange stick.
At least part of your shoes, anyway. These are amazing, John. I'm just amazed at the creativity of these shoemakers.
Athletic director Tyler Maxwell, he's entered the booth here, Scott. He didn't know the story, so
has he seen your shoes yet?
Tyler, I was teasing on the radio about loving the high pop up. The pitcher Branham is going to make the play. We'll tell the rest of that story in the top half of the second. The Adair County with 9 runs, Scott, on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base hits, and they lead 2. 9-4 after the first here on the Indian Radio Network.
Join the JL Gate family of farmers and ranchers across the U.S. Their round pins are trusted day in and day out. Now, exclusively from JL Gate, they introduce a new feature, the powdered coat option. Elevate your round pin and farm gate orders with their stunning powdered coat finishes, including JL Gray, dark green, red, and gloss black. Available for a small upcharge. Whether you opt for painted, powdered, or galvanized coating, they are dedicated to ensuring your purchase perfectly suits your needs.
Attention Adair County. Are you tired of the hassle of getting your prescriptions filled? Look no further than Columbia Pharmacy, proud supporters of Adair County Athletics. At Columbia Pharmacy, they offer convenient compounding services and speedy delivery right to your door. But that's not all. Introducing their Flavor X machine, with a vast selection of flavors to make medicine time a breeze for both kids and parents. Visit them today on Burkesville Street and experience the convenience and care that only Columbia Pharmacy can provide. Your health is our priority.
Scott Bodie Richard, he's looking to have a little smoother top half of the second than he did the first, as Cumberland County batted around as well. But the Indians with a huge lead. They lead at 9-4.
I have to go to the park.
Okay.
But we're back for more money already, John? You can listen on a tab at the concession stand for you. You just pick it up when you go back downstairs.
So, Tyler, we got to tell a story on the air here. We're on the air. I was kidding on the radio that I love Dawson Gilbert's shoes. I said, I'm a shoe guy. I said, I'd love to have a pair of those shoes. And Eric Gilbert and family came up with this gift yesterday. So now I guess I'm probably going to have to wear them to the state tournament. So I'm trying to decide. I got a sport coat to match the denim there. So I'm probably going with the denim. Scott, what's the song, though? Everybody's crazy about a sharp-dressed man. I mean, that's old. That's an old tune.
I'm just wondering if the racetrack in Arkansas where you're going to be heading is ready for those shoes.
Actually, Chris has already told me I probably don't need to wear those out there because he'll probably not be sitting with me. There's a pitch that's going to hit Sale in the helmet. So Scott, not a smooth beginning to the top half of the second as Gies lost control of the fastball. It's going to bring up Derek Sales. Here's Sales with the big lead as Sales number 2 hits a high pop-up in the left field. Aiden Smith camped, and Aiden comes in and makes the play. Scott, must be a tough son as Aiden, he had the correct procedure there. He had the cap down. He had the glove shading the eyes. So that's going to be a fly ball to left field for Derek Sales. 1 out in the inning as Burke Sales has to stay put. So we'll bring up the 3-hitter, Willen. Willen singled his first time. There's a curveball ripped in the left field. That's a base hit.
He's talking. He turned completely sideways. He's talking it all the way up through there.
Cumberland County, top of their lineup, they swing it.
Yeah, they do.
So leadoff base on balls by the leadoff hitter, followed up by a fly ball and then a single by Lance Willen in the 3 spot. Cumberland County with runners on first and second, 1 out. Here's a pitch. Swinging a miss by Purdue.
It's a hard cut right there. That's a left-handed batter zone. That's the pitch you like right there, that low, about your knees. That's one of the hard one to lay off of as a left-handed hitter.
Yes, he's picked up his tempo a little bit. The 0-1 pitch is a call strike, and that was in a great spot in the outside part of the plate. Here's the 0-2 pitch. He misses up and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Saturday matinee baseball. Glasgow will be coming in, Scott. Both every team will get 2 games. I like that.
Yeah, it's a neat way to do on Saturdays. They do a lot of it across the state. It's a good chance of getting some baseball in, especially today. Days like today where the weather is really straightened up. It's going to be a pretty day. When you get into March baseball, you never know what you're going to get. I know one of the games last week they had temperatures in the upper 70s, and today it's probably close to 60 or so. So you take advantage of those days because it could very well be in the 30s next week at some point in time.
Strike 3 call to Purdue for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Branham. He got brought in to pitch for Cumberland County. He takes a strike, followed up by a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the stretch. And the pitch. The ball stays down and away. Richard has to go down and block it with his protector.
So I can just have a little bit of trouble with that breaking ball. It seems like it might be coming out a little hard. It's bouncing in there quite a bit.
Scott, we got some SEC baseball today. Kentucky has Georgia coming to town. Won the first game of the series.
Won last night.
16-10. It was a
where this was going.
Slugfest as well. Anytime you win an SEC game, it's a big win.
No doubt.
Here's a pitch. Swinging a miss. 2 balls and a strike.
It's important right here to come back with a strike. You don't want to get a full count with 2 outs and let these runners get in motion because the base hit will score 2 easily.
Here's the stretch. And the pitch. Ball's down and away.
Who are you talking about?
Steals third, and Coomer has to dive.
That's ball 4. So, I mean, it was the player had the base. It didn't matter about whether you tried to tag him or not. And Coomer luckily dove and caught that because that was getting ready to be another run.
So, Bodie Richard, Scott, I guess it's safe to say he wasn't aware of the count. As the runner goes trotting to third, he threw down. Could have been disastrous for the Indians. Here's a swing and a foul back by J.D. Riley. Just looking to get out of this with no damage done. The sacks are full. Indians lead at 9-4. Scoreboard update brought to you by Landon Edwards, Adair County PVA. He loves supporting the taxpayers of Adair County. AdairPVA.com. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Swung on line down the line, and that's going to be extra bases. That's going to score at least 2. The runner's going to hold at second. And it'll be a long single for J.D. Riley.
Big 2-out hit right there from Riley. Humongous hit right there.
So that's going to score a couple. Take it 9-6.
Scored it right over, right down the line right there. There's no way I can get to that ball.
It's going to bring up Walden. Takes a ball down low.
He gets started at 50 pitches, so I think it's probably safe to say he will have a lot of problems completing this one just because of the pitch count. There's nothing else.
Call strike, even the count at 1-1. We want to thank our streaming boost sponsor, Tim Hardwick Franklin Nissan. Call Tim. He'll find the vehicle that you've been looking for. I want to thank First and Farmers for the actual stream. Again, you can go to YouTube and watch this one. Scott, it's the technology's made a huge advancement with. I'm at Turfway Park the other night and pull up on my phone the last inning of the Adair and Barron because they were in a dogfight down there. Adair led that game 4-0, got beat 5-4.
Yeah, it was. It's really neat the technology. We were talking to the guys that's doing that feed on Adair County Baseball on YouTube. There's no audio to that feed, so if you watch that, you won't get the chance to listen to Don and me. But it's just we did find out they're planning on taking up to Florida on the spring break trip, so it's a good chance to keep up with the Indians while they're playing down there.
Strike 3 called, and that's going to do it. But not before Cumberland County, with 2 runs on 2 base hits, they leave a couple. And after 1.5, Adair 9, Cumberland County 6. We'll be back on the Indian Radio Network.
Kentucky Sanitation Services is a waste management company with solutions tailored to each client's needs. They provide garbage dumpster services for your business, home, or farm, as well as a variety of roll-off boxes from 10 cubic yards all the way up to 40 cubic yards. They have containers that can handle any size job from cleaning out your basement or for a large demolition project. Call 270-634-4637 or check them out on Facebook at Kentucky Sanitation Services.
Hi, this is Cameron Smith. I'm a Campbellsville High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning a degree in secondary education. At LWC, I've met new people, become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of the sports programs. Visit today, and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home, too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
We're back on the Indian Radio Network. Played an inning and a half. Adair County leads Cumberland County 9-6. Scott, our goal, the station's goal, Austin's put together a schedule. It's not exactly one per week, but it's kind of averaging out that way. The next baseball telecast and broadcast will be the 23rd.
Yeah, next Thursday's a plan. And always keep in mind with baseball and softball, you're a slave to the weather. I mean, it's outdoor sports. It's not like football. Football, they'll play in the rain. But baseball, it's you have several. You see like several rainouts throughout the season, and they'll try to reschedule games around. We'll try to adjust our schedule as we can, but just keep in mind as of right now, next Thursday is scheduled, and I would suppose they'll play that game regardless of what happens on Wednesday at the state tournament, because if they win, they play Friday, so they probably I think they'll have to adjust the schedule there most likely if Adair County advances to Friday, but I would suppose Thursday's game will still be played.
Yes, he's going to lead it off here in the bottom half of the second.
He had one of the base hits for the Indians back in the top of the first.
Adair County with 9 runs on 6 base hits.
They committed an error. It's a pretty neat little thing out there, Don, isn't it? Yeah, they're keeping scorebook online in the dugout, and we got access to it, so we just pull that anytime. But the thing that really helps me is it has the field layout here with the names on, especially we know the Indians real well, but it gives you an idea about who's playing where for Cumberland County.
Branham, he's in his part of his second inning of work. A swing and a miss by Gist. Yes, he's 1 for 1. A sharp single his first time at bat. Branham kicks and throws, ball up and away. Duval had to come up out of his stance. Adair County dugout's coming to life over there, Scott.
Up on the rail. A good eye. Good spot to watch the game. Another shot.
On a line drive into left field. That'll be a base hit. The left fielder, Purdue, gets over to it. So, yes, he's swinging a hot stick.
Sure is. He's helping himself, too, on the mound.
2 base hits today. He was 1 for 5 coming into today. He's helped his average.
Hit, though. He's been hit 5 times this year. I pitched, so that's 5 of the times he's reached base. So his on base percentage is probably going to be a lot higher than his batting average.
Jasper Kemp digs in. Jasper hit into a fielder's choice his first time up. The ball stays down for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Jasper digs back in. Yes, he's on the move. Here's the throw down.
He's got that stolen easily.
Way late is just almost probably could have stood up. Give him a stolen base. God, that's the thing about speed. Everything's got some young men that run well.
Yeah, sure do. That's a change from what we've seen over the years. These kids can move out there. Really can create a lot of havoc on the base path.
Here's a pitch. It's down low for a ball. Scott, let's talk about the district a little bit. It's loaded. Loaded up with a lot of arms. Loaded.
Yeah. Well, I think each team's got their specified ace. There's a couple teams got more than one. So it's a very interesting district slate and very interesting district tournament. I noticed that they scheduled the games this year. Each team playing home and away against a district opponent, and they are scheduled for the same week. I think it's a Tuesday and Thursday, or a Monday and Thursday. I can't remember how it is exactly, but they're scheduled to play. Like, for example, when we play Marion County, we'll play Marion County at home and then Marion County away in the same week.
So on a high chop over the mound, that'll be tough. Kemp runs well. There's no play. Give Jasper an infield single, and Scott, he's still
he's got a little hitch in his giddy up, no doubt.
He struggling to get down the line. The shortstop made a swipe at it. The only opportunity he had to gamble, and he didn't come up with it.
And luckily, that second baseman was backing him up, or that probably would have scored Zane Giss, because the center fielder was way deep, and second baseman did a good job backing that play up and holding Giss to third.
So Brody Brock takes a strike on the outside corner. Brody walked his first time up. He's 3 for 5 with a double before today's game.
It's a good start.
Brody hitting in that 8 spot, playing center field. Scott, I always look at center fielder swinging a miss as Kemp's going to steal the base easily.
Umpire just about got the shortstop's right where they cut it off right there.
Running holes at third.
Umpire laughing with Lance Willen at shortstop.
Scott, you always know, usually your center fielder is the guy that can really track it. He usually run well.
Yeah.
Cumberland County's going to bring the left side of their infield in. The right side, I don't think he's got the memo yet. They're staying back.
I've seen corners in before. I've never seen just the left side. I'm not sure about that one.
I think probably there's a
miscommunication.
Yeah, I think probably you'll see them either all in or all back. Here's a pitch to Brock. Swung on, and that's a pop-up.
That's trouble.
The left fielder's got a long way to go, and the ball drops behind the shortstop as he was in, Scott. Unfortunate for Cumberland County. Nobody moves. The runner at third, stays put. Kemp has to stay at second. The shortstop was in on the grass, and it was a high fly ball. The left fielder was deep, and it kind of hit in no man's land. So that's going to be a single for Brody. It's a CNI single, but it's a single.
It's one of them right there that the shortstop's playing his own position. He just camped out under it the whole time. But playing in like that, it's a tough play running back over your shoulder to try to catch it. So now they're playing back, John. I don't understand that at all.
Hayden Smith has a chance to do some real damage.
If you play in with second and third, I can understand maybe this middle fielder's playing back, but you think the corners will be in right here.
Hayden, he got his second base hit of the year. First time up, a sharp line drive. Swung on a hard ground ball to right field under the second baseman's glove. One run's going to score, and they're going to throw behind the runner at third. Kemp, he's going to go ahead and score as the throw airmails the third baseman, gets all the way to the screen. So 1 RBI for Smith, and then the second run is going to score via an error.
Error on the right fielder. That's Cash. He just completely threw it over Sales head at third base, and luckily the fence caught it over there because that nearly got over the fence and everything.
The second baseman, Walden, he made a great attempt. That ball got under his glove, but it was hit on the screws. It's kind of under his glove.
Martin back up again.
We're all the way back to Alex Martin, his third at bat.
The second inning.
We've had a plethora of runs, 11-6. Here's a call strike. Scott, I think probably as the runs continue to pile on so far by both teams, the
Strike zone will get bigger.
strike zone is starting to widen a little bit.
It's just natural.
Here's the pitch. Stays up high for a ball.
The
Ball in the strike.
way these teams are swinging the bat today, I don't know if it matters if it's a satellite dish size strike zone. There's both teams swinging the bats well.
Scott, the best one I've ever heard about hitting and being able to hit the ball was we went over to Madison Central one day. I was at Scott County. They were ranked number 1, and it was pouring all the way over there. And so, but we were on the bus, so we went on. And it would come a flood over there at Madison Central, and Don Richardson was their coach. So we get off the bus, and our coach says, Coach, I guess we're rained out. He said, no, Coach. He said, my boys could hit a BB with a piece of baling wire in a driving rainstorm. And they did, as they put a run rolling on us.
I'm just saying, when you're number 1 in the state, you probably want to play all the games you can play.
They could hit.
Remember the pitcher change coming to John?
And we got a walk by Martin, and we're going to take a break as Cumberland County, our head coach, is came to the mound, and he's going to make a change. This is the Indian Radio Network. We're out here at Adair County versus Cumberland. Adair leads 11-6. We'll be back.
Looking to revamp your property? Look no further than Gist Construction. Located at 981 Creek Bend Road in Columbia, they are your one-stop shop for all your needs. From blacktop to landscaping and even water and sewer lines. Top-notch customer service and unbeatable prices, they've got a solution for every job. Call them today at 270-250-5595 and let's get started. Gist Construction, your partner in perfecting your property. Cumberland Pipeline is an underground utility contractor primarily concentrating on water and sewer pipelines and pump stations for municipal water and wastewater districts. The company is rooted in faith and is committed to providing a quality service to their clients with honesty and quality projects. Cumberland Pipeline also offers services for wet tapping of water and wastewater lines, insertion of valves on water mains, dirt work, site work, and land clearing. Visit their website, cumberlandpipeline.com, for more information.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Columbia is Barger Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 270-384-2457.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Doc's Market is a Shell-branded store open to fuel your vehicle and your body. Located on Campbellsville Road, Doc's Market serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even has soft-served ice cream. Check out their huge menu with items like roasted chicken, burgers, chef salads, and many specials. You can see their full menu on their Facebook page. That's Doc's Market on Facebook, and stay up to date on the latest specials. Doc's Market, food, fuel, and family.
John here with the Columbia Pizza Hut. Be sure to stop by and check out the fresh new vibes with a whole new dining room experience ready to make you lose your mind up in this hut. Actually, that's not my natural voice, guys. So let's calm down and try this again. We are going to be giving back to the community with events, deals, and giveaways. Please be sure to follow us on Facebook to keep up with all the latest cheesiness. New look, same great pizza. Pizza Hut in Columbia, Kentucky. Can't wait to see you.
Braden Coomer digs in. There's a pitch, stays down for a ball. Braden, he's reached on an error in this one, been hit by a pitch. 4 for 7 with a home run coming in. 6 RBIs. Here's a pitch. Swung on, and there's a high, deep drive into left field, and that's an absolute no-doubter. It is, that one's over in the old tobacco patch. Give him a 3-run home run. Grand slam. It was a fastball up in the zone. It was a grand slam. Bases loaded. I thought there was 2 guys on. I stand corrected because give Braden 4 RBIs.
So he pimped on that one just a little bit. He took his time getting down to first base. Look at it, John. Here's their home run thing this year. It's a football helmet. Our coach around always has something. And there's his daddy hat. He's still got the daddy hat out here.
It was a fastball up in the zone, and Braden hit a missile out of here. Kind of in the left center, I guess you would call it. God, he got some pop in his bat, no doubt about it.
I didn't see it. I know there's in the late 80s we had a string of some really good baseball players, but I'm not sure if Braden's strong enough, the best baseball player we ever had in the school.
You know how some guys, the ball just kind of jumps off their bat, and and the ball just leaves his bat, it just keeps climbing. So, it's kind of like somebody hitting a golf ball compared to me. I hit one and it just flutters out there. And then other guys hit one and it gets out there to about mine, and it starts rising. So it's kind of the same thing. And ball just jumps off his bat. Here's a ball down low. 2-1 for Russell.
Check out this little mini slump he's in right now.
Adair blown this thing wide open. They lead at 15-6. There's a ball inside. 3 balls and a strike.
Cash one of that one. I'm not sure. I blame him.
That's been a strike all day.
John used that one at the ball game starting. They're already rolling. I didn't realize they started this early. That's a 12. I guess they're
call strike on the inside corner. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
It's exciting of a weekend as the UK fan I had last week when the Adair County UK. It's not near as exciting this week. The Florida weekend is what the UK
swung off. Over the bag. That's a fair ball. It hits the bag. Kicks down the left line. Russell, too. He's going to get a double out of this.
Yeah, nice hustle.
Give Bryce Russell a 2-base hit, and that's just straight effort. Ball hit the bag, kicked straight up in the air down the left field line. And Bryce, he hustles himself to a double.
Give his elbow guard to Coach Humper start first base.
I'll bring up Jake McCoy. Jake had a big RBI, 2 RBI single his last time up. He 3 for 9 coming into today's game with a double. Jake hitting in that cleanup spot. Cash with a stretch. Russell gets his lead from second. McQuarrie had a little nubber off the end of the bat. That's trouble. Cash makes a play, throws to first, and we got a collision over there. The ball gets away from the first baseman. Russell's going to score. Scott, that's going to be a base hit the way I score it.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right. Jake took a shot as he ran right into Riley. Kind of got him in that it's called a dead leg spot right there on that side of that thigh. Man, the crowd's going to think football. That's nothing you can do right there. It's the ball.
I want to tell this story. That play reminds me of a play that we had to go to the Final Four in baseball. We were playing E-Town, Scott, and the throw took the first baseman toward the runner down toward home plate, and our runner didn't have anywhere to go, and he broke the young man's leg. It was the same collision, just like that. And that's a tough play because the runner is entitled to his path,
right? And
the first baseman wants to catch it and give his team a chance to get record the out. So tough deal for Corey. Gets his lead at first. Here's the pitch. It's outside for a ball. Bodie Richards, that big orange bat.
Some bright bats. Orange here. Cumberland County's swinging a neon yellow one. Hey, John, have you seen, I'll find a picture of it for in between innings here. Have you seen the new bat that's come out that looks like a number 2 pencil?
No.
I'll have to find you a picture. You'll love it.
It's 16-6. Indians with 7 runs in the second. So far, still only 1 out, or nobody out, excuse me. Followed up 9 runs in the first inning. Preceded by 9 runs in the first inning, 7 so far in the second. Here's a ball up high.
There's a picture of it right there. That's a baseball bat. It looks just like a pencil. Got an eraser on it. It's the wildest looking thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. Here's a 2-1 pitch to Richard. Swung on, pulls it foul down the left field line, a long strike.
Could have just stayed back just a half a second longer, and he would have hit that ball out. He was all over it. It's a little up front.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Looks like a changeup. Bodie swung through it. It's the first out of the second inning. 9 runs in the first, 7 in the second. 16 to Cumberland County 6. Cumberland with 4 in the first, 2 in the second. So get you a pop, make you a bag of popcorn and a Coke, Scott, because we could be here a while. Here's a pitch. Here's a line drive by Gist in the right center. Center fielder can't get there. That's Sales.
Did a great job of cutting that ball off after it landed. He caught it with his bare hands, kind of over his shoulder, and that would have probably been a triple if he hadn't done that because it would have rolled all the way to the wall.
It's a great job by Sales in deep right center field. Gist is going to cruise into second with a double. And what a day Zane Gist has had at the plate, Scott. His third base hit.
In line for the win on the mound. Doing a good job.
Jasper Kemp, he's 1 for 2 with a base hit down in the fielder's choice. He's sitting 333 coming into the day. Here's a pitch. Stays away for a ball. Indians with runners on second and third. 1 out. And they've already scored 7 here in the bottom half of the second. Cash with the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and foul straight back at us. 1 ball, 1 strike. And again, we want to thank our streaming booth sponsor, Tim Hardwick, with Franklin Nissan. And we also want to thank our stream sponsor, that's First and Farmers National Bank. You can just get on YouTube and search WAIN Radio and watch the games live, Scott, and listen to us. Here's a call strike on the inside corner.
The neat thing about technology these days where we can, radio's always been around, but now we can hook everything up through a camera and it's called OBS, Online Broadcasting System. It's a free app you can get on computer. And that just kind of combines everything together.
Ooh, pitch behind Kent. Real big boy. McCreary's going to hold up at third. Scott, and again, we want to congratulate Darren Breeze and his staff. The Indians advancing to the Sweet 16. That's the UK Healthcare Sweet 16. They will play Wednesday at 5 o'clock Central Time. And I know the community really looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah. It'll be a big crowd up there. It's a good time of day, 5 o'clock Central Time. Tip. And so the election will have a whole lot of, I think they're putting out the Adair County's wearing blue. Keep an eye out. The WIN will be passing out some rally towels up there, John. They'll be red, so that'll be the blue clothes that people have on with the red towels. That'll look neat up there.
Well, on a line drive, base hit in the left field. It's going to score 1 for sure, and they're going to hold Gist. It was hit so hard, Zane had to hold up. The left fielder got to him in a hurry. So give Jasper a base hit and an RBI. Going to score McClure, so still runners at first and third. Only one out. Indians play the Marshall County, Scott, what's their mascot? Marshalls. And we're going to have their radio guy on our Sports Talk Live and Local tomorrow night at 5 o'clock. So if you want to get a sneak peek, Monday at 5. I keep thinking today's okay. Monday at 5. Get a sneak peek on what Marshall County does, what they do well, what's how they play, some of their personnel. We're just going to get a rundown.
Yeah, it'll be really neat to get. I talked to him a little bit the other day on the phone. Got in touch with him just to try to find out a few things for my cheat sheets that we use during the game. And he's a real knowledgeable guy. I've been calling games for a long time. And
here's a pop.
He's excited about his team. We're excited about our team. And like we talked about, it's I would be shocked if it's more than a 10-point game either way.
Willen drops back in the short left field and camps under the pop-up from Brody Brock. So 2 outs in the inning. Bring up the 9 here. Aiden Smith. What a day Aiden's had. 2 for 2. Got an RBI opportunity right here. Gist at third. Kemp at first. 1 out in the inning. Here's a pitch. Swing and a ground ball back to the mound, and that's not going to do it. As the outs recorded at first, Cash to Riley. The Indians with 8 runs, Scott, on 8 base hits. They lead 2. We played 2 complete here. It's 17-6. Adair County leads Cumberland County on the Indian Radio Network.
Are you looking for a new car? Well, Don Franklin Nissan is in a push to sell new vehicles in March. We've got them marked down. We've got more vehicles than ever, and we are looking to sell new rides. New Versa starting $18,900. Certain options, 0% financing. New Rogues up to $4,000 off. Why buy used when you can buy a new one at the same price? Stop by and see us. Don Franklin Nissan. Ask for Mike. Ask for Peggy. Ask for Davis. Ask for Savannah. We're here to help. Don Franklin Nissan. 270-384-6426. DonFranklinAuto.com.
Are you looking for a tasty treat anytime, day or night? Head on over to Magic Market on Will Walker Road in Columbia. Dive into their mouth-watering lineup featuring the famous Hunt Brothers Pizza. And here's the best part. Build your own pizza with all the toppings you crave, absolutely no extra charge. Plus, indulge in their breakfast menu, including the town's finest biscuits and gravy. Magic Market, where every bite is a flavor adventure.
We're back on the Union Radio Network, and we want to thank our sponsors for sure. National Anthem today, Bloomington Chapel Church, and they have a powerful worship. They want to join you, Ralph Foster congregation. That's 10 a.m. worship service, also a 6 p.m. Sunday night service. Scoreboard update, 17-6 Indians. Landon Edwards, AdairPVA.com. Big supporter of Indian athletics. But a few strikeouts in this game, brought to you by Cumberland Pipeline. And if you need any work done, Cumberland Park Pipeline, any underground work, excavation, 270-385-9000. And they are a proud supporter of Adair County Athletics. And don't forget about our app. You can take our app on the go. Search Columbia Radio by Fork, F-O-R-C-H-T, in the App Store and Google Play. And, Scott, a lot of people are taking advantage of that app.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. It's very convenient. Easy to do. Everybody's got a phone on them these days. So.
Here's a pop-up over next to the dugout, and it's going to fall harmless. It's a tough spot, hit right over by the net. And so the first pitch here to Connor Cash from the top half of the third inning. Indians lead this one 17-6. John Shelley, Scott winner here. Scott, the sun's popped out.
It's nice out right now.
Swung on in a foul back. So,
very nice outside right now.
Really good to see.
That's time for a hot dog, John. I'm just being completely honest with you.
Really good to see Zane Gist get ahead here, Scott. No balls and 2 strikes. He's been working from behind most of the day. He's ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2, and it's flared over behind the dugout to the right side. Hangs around. 1 ball and 2 strikes, so remains the count. Got Indians 2-1. Cut off the tough one. Here's a strike, swing and a miss as Connor Cash chases one in the dirt. Going to bring up the 9 here, Dawson Duvall. So, Scott, you really want Gist here to bear down and get ahead of this 9 guy with the leadoff coming up.
See, they're thinking the same thing, especially as hot as these top half of this lineup, Jim, for Cumberland County so far.
It's like he's found a little better groove here in this 3rd inning. Here's a swing and a miss on the outside part. I think Scott, I'm like you, he's just really struggling to get his curveball in for a strike. There's a ball in the dirt. Gets away from Richard. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He's going to look at his finger after that one. Hope he's not getting a blister out there.
Yes, the long look in, the wind kick, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball right at the letters. Scott, you talked about the earpiece. Talk about that a little bit more.
Yeah, the new rule in high school baseball to kind of, you can see the little wire. If you look real close to the back of Bodie's helmet right there, you'll see a white cord going to his ear. They can wear an earpiece now instead of relaying signs by hand or by signal in. Now you can talk on a little walkie-talkie and get the call into your catcher. And just like you said, it's going to speed things up because these coaches, they'll go through to keep people from stealing signs and everything. They'll go through just a humongous amount of motions and everything like that. And this right here takes all the confusion away from catchers too. I mean, he can just say the 1, 2.
Now, Scott, let me ask you a little more detailed about this piece. Does that cut off, or is it a constant communicator?
I think it's constant communicator, but it's only one way. The catcher can't talk back to the coach.
Okay, so it's one way.
Yep.
So I would have used that to tell a joke occasionally. I mean, could you do that? I mean, to break up the, if the catcher's having a bad day, you can kind of, you can mix it up a little bit there, however you wanted to do it, take the approach. But so the catcher can't talk back to the coach. Like, we don't want to throw this. Like, he can't do that.
I think Zane's probably going to come out here. He's still looking at that finger. I think he got a blister on that pops.
We're going to take a break here as Adair County's got a pitching change. We'll have all the moves, the position changes when we come back here on the Indian Radio Network.
Join the JL Gate family of farmers and ranchers across the U.S. Their round pins are trusted day in and day out. Now, exclusively from JL Gate, they introduce a new feature, the powdered coat option. Elevate your round pin and farm gate orders with their stunning powdered coat finishes, including JL Gray, dark green, red, and gloss black. Available for a small upcharge. Whether you opt for painted, powdered, or galvanized coating, they are dedicated to ensuring your purchase perfectly suits your needs.
Attention Adair County. Are you tired of the hassle of getting your prescriptions filled? Look no further than Columbia Pharmacy, proud supporters of Adair County Athletics. At Columbia Pharmacy, they offer convenient compounding services and speedy delivery right to your door. But that's not all. Introducing their Flavor X machine, with a vast selection of flavors to make medicine time a breeze for both kids and parents. Visit them today on Burkesville Street and experience the convenience and care that only Columbia Pharmacy can provide. Your health is our priority.
Kentucky Sanitation Services is a waste management company with solutions tailored to each client's needs. They provide garbage dumpster services for your business, home, or farm, as well as a variety of roll-off boxes from 10 cubic yards all the way up to 40 cubic yards. They have containers that can handle any size job, from cleaning out your basement or for a large demolition project. Call 270-634-4637 or check them out on Facebook at Kentucky Sanitation Services.
Hi, this is Cameron Smith. I'm a Campbellsville High School graduate and a Lindsey Wilson College student. I'm well on my way to earning a degree in secondary education. At LWC, I've met new people, become involved on campus, and I have loved being part of the sports programs. Visit today, and you will want to make Lindsey Wilson College your new home, too. Call the admissions office at 270-384-8100 or email us at admissions@lindsey.edu.
Looking to revamp your property? Look no further than Gist Construction, located at 981 Creek.
Cumberland County with the runner at first and one out.
Next new pitcher for the Indians, Jagger Kemp. First pitch is outside. John, I'm going to look up some numbers on Jagger and see if I can find out some of those side of his first game pitching. So we'll see what some stats are on him.
Bert Sells. He's going to hit for the Panthers with one out, and they moved Gist to center field. Scott, that was a move, and
Brody Brock will come out of the game, so Kemp will replace Brock in the lineup.
Sells. He's had a single and a walk. Swung on and fouled back. 2 balls and a strike.
This is Jagger Kemp's second appearance. He's thrown 2 1/3 innings so far, allowed 2 hits, a run, walked 2, struck out 1. So no ERA. He's thrown 50 pitches on the season.
He stretches, gets the pitch, Sells digs in, swung and foul straight back. So after falling behind 2 balls and no strikes, Kemp is even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Sells twins, both of them bat right-handed.
Scott, Bit Bailey's tuned in today. Sent me a text there a while ago.
Hopefully we'll get to see Bit up there. He's going to be calling the state tournaments.
4th region representative in the state tournament. That's
it's the second time, I think he called up there last year. John, with Bit's age, he needs to really check into calling some college ball. I mean, he makes it. I know he has a good job there at the school system and things like that, but if he can get hooked up to the right people, get some OVC games or something like that, really get his name out there. And I can see him on the tube one of these days. Does a really good job. Really good job.
Get to see Bit Wednesday night. Of course, there was an afternoon session, 2 games Wednesday, and then Adair County plays the first game of the night session at 5 o'clock. And then my alma mater, Scott, plays in the late game on Wednesday night. So here's a line drive down the left field line, extra bases. It gets all the way to the fence. And Sells is going to cruise in the second with a double as Duval. He's going to stop at third. Second and third, 1 out. And that's a double for Sells. Scott, back to my alma mater there. That's they've never been state tournament. Spencer County, and what a nice gift they get. They get Great Crossing in the first game. It's much like Crossing ranked number 1, but still they're going to get there.
Exactly. Much like what Columbia will probably be on Wednesday. I'd say Taylorsville will be a lot the same.
There won't be a soul in Taylorsville.
Is your brother going up?
Oh, yeah. He's leading the charge. I think he hosted the after-final region party. He had his son. My nephew's a senior, so he had some of the guys over at his house, and they're pretty fired up. They beat Simon Kenton in their final.
I think if I read right, there's 3 teams. It's first time ever. Of course, one of them's a misnomer. That Great Cross is the first time they've ever been there, but that school's only been there. Is there that many?
McGoffin County is the first time starter, and swing and a miss by Sells. 2 balls and a strike.
McGoffin, Spencer, Great Crossing. Marshall's been there before. Lyon's been there before. Butler County. That's the first time for Butler County, third region.
Scott, I got a really good friend. He watches a lot of games. Swung on. Here's a high fly ball in the right center. Should be a can of corn as the runner tags. And Kemp gets under it. And what a gun to the plate as he throws an absolute missile in there and made the play closer than it appears going to be. That was a deep fly ball. So Give Barrick sells an RBI on the fly ball to right field. That's going to score Duval.
Perfect sacrifice fly right there. And Kemp made it closer than it appeared it would be.
Keeps the 10-run rule in the play is 17-7 is the current score. Adair County by 10 runs. 2 outs. Here's a line drive into deep left field, and Willen has just hit a bomb out of here. So Willen is hot.
3 for 3 for him.
That's his third base hit today, and that is a bomb. So just as I spoke, Scott, I put the jinx on 2-run homer. Now the margin is 8 as the Indians lead at 17-9.
I would think he comes up again. I'd let him walk right down the first base. I don't think I'd throw to him anymore. He's shown he's seeing the ball really well today.
So Kemp.
We haven't talked about it much, or I don't guess we've talked about it yet, John. What do you think about the new left field wall? They took the wood down, put the metal up. It's kind of like the North Hardin look. I remember that. North Hardin's a lot taller than that. But
well, you know, the thing about the wood, it just over time you get deterioration. Yeah. And I know I remember I was here when they put that up, and that's probably a lot more stable structure out there right now.
I'm sure it is. And the wood, you had to paint it just about every year too. So the metal ought to last a long time. Just have to be careful about how the ball will bounce off of it. It'll be a different bounce than the wood. So left fielders have got to be aware of that.
Braden Purdue, he started off pitching today, moved to left field. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit. He scored a run. 1 ball and a strike. Fastball stays upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Indians lead at 17-9.
2A sectional coming up next week for baseball. The Indians will host Washington County next Friday.
There's a call strike on the outside part.
A little bit like that.
2 balls and 2 strikes. As the umpire throws out a pearl.
That broadcast we'll have next Thursday is Hart County. That'll be a home game.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and foul straight back. Scott, I wonder how many teams, you know, that 2A is not mandatory anymore. I wonder how many teams are participating in the baseball. I know I'm familiar with who participated in basketball.
I'm not sure how many. I haven't seen a bracket for it, but I think will be in the same sectional anyway. It'll be Marion, Washington, Russell. It'll be a tough sectional. I know Washington County's had a good baseball team, but they also got a good basketball team. They've also got a good baseball team. A lot of those same guys play both. And, of course, we all know about Marion County there. It'll be tough. Russell County.
Next year's baseball schedule, Scott, in the 2A, it's at Casey County.
We're moving sectionals in. A lot of different teams in there.
And they'll play Russell on the first game. Big Dave Rexroad. That's interesting. Because Rex 3 called on the outside corner, and that'll do it for Cumberland County in the top half of the third. But not before they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, and they leave a couple. And we played 2.5, 17-9. Indians lead it on the Indian Radio Network.
Cumberland Pipeline is a underground utility contractor primarily concentrating on water and sewer pipelines and pump stations for municipal water and wastewater districts. The company is rooted in faith and is committed to providing a quality service to their clients with honesty and quality projects. Cumberland Pipeline also offers services for wet tapping of water and wastewater lines, insertion of valves on water mains, dirt work, site work, and land clearing. Visit their website, cumberlandpipeline.com, for more information.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Columbia is Barger Insurance Agency. Get a quote at 270-384-2457.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
We're back here at Adair County Field. The Landon Edwards scoreboard updated. Adair County 17, Cumberland County 9. We head to the home half of the third.
Martin, leadoff leader, Cumberland played his fourth time in 3 innings.
Cumberland County for 3 innings, 4 runs in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third for a total of 9. Indians with 2 crooked numbers, 9 and 8. 17 runs. I just put up 15 base hit.
Let's just put up 12 here and go to the house.
Cash, winds, picks. Here's the pitch. Stayed inside for a ball. Alex Martin, who had himself a day, Scott.
He has been on base every time, I think.
He's adding to that 500 average. He was 5 for 10 coming in. He's a line drive at third base when he makes the play.
So it hooked around that ball. That's one he probably would like to have back and hit over the second baseman's head instead of looping around and threw out like 2 sails at third.
Coomer hit a missile out of here. He'll last it back.
He'll be shocked if he sees anything close to hit right here. Nobody on base. I don't think he'll. I might be shocked, but I don't think he'll see anything much to hit.
Cash winds, kicks. Ball's in the dirt. Coomer digs back in. Big right-handed hitter. Here's a curveball, stays down low. Cash has been very, very delicate here, Scott.
Yeah, that's what I say. I don't think we'll see anything to hit. I'll be shocked if he does.
Cash winds, kicks. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Curveball rolled in there for a strike.
Hung that one up a little bit.
Big, slow curveball from the right-hander. Here's the pitch. Way up high for a ball. 3 balls and a strike.
John, I saw on Facebook, there's anybody who congratulations out to our buddy Robbie Harmon. It says Kentucky DPP of the year, but then I noticed it's a memory. It's from 3 years ago.
Well, how about this? Robbie, he can be our DPP of the year. We'll make him the WAIN representative for that. We get a vote, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I got a major league pop-up in the infield, Scott, and that's Charles Strebel. Willen's going to come in, and he's going to snow cone it right out there.
Way up in there. It's like one of those, what do they call those skies, the blue skies, that makes it hard to see. I think that's the term they use. You might remember it, I'm not sure, but it's just hard to pick up a ball in that really blue sky.
So the Indians, 2 up and 2 down. Very uncharacteristic of today. 17 runs. Russell, hard ground ball to shortstop. Willing boots it, throws over too late. That's going to be an E6 on Willing. So Russell, good to see Bryce hit that one on the screws. A hard ground ball just right at the shortstop. Jake, he's been on base all 3 times, Scott. He had he walked his first trip. He had a sharp single in the right field, his second at bat to score 2. In his third at bat, he hit a nubber off the end of the bat down the third base line. He beat it out. Here's a ball away.
That last at bat, he could pull it off over just a little bit and got it right off the end of the bat, but luckily the English didn't pull it foul. It hit the grass there and stuck.
Cash. Russell, he's going on the pitch. Here's the throw down. Just not in time. Stolen base for Bryce Russell.
Gets in scoring position there. You nice the Indians keep the scoring streak alive.
Scott, I just got a whiff of something really good on the grill. I don't know. I'm guessing probably if I had to bet on it, it was a hamburger.
Yeah, I kind of got that smell too, so I'm sure we'll have to check it out.
Here's a curveball, spins just off the outside corner. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs in an inning. The Indians have scored in both frames so far. Looking to keep up the trend. Here's a pitch. That's a base hit in the right field. It's going to fall in front of the right field. There's going to be a play at the plate. Branham comes up. Strong throw, and Russell slides in safely under the tag.
That's the second on the throw. That's a good job there. Solid run and
skips by the catcher.
It's a good throw right there. Would have probably gotten Russell, honestly.
So Jake McCurry with a base hit and another RBI for him. 18-9 is your score now.
See, Coach McCurry is still using his wristband system. I like that in high school ball, especially. It keeps kids from having to worry too much about signs. They just get a number and they look at the wristband and see what kind of play he's on.
Here's my luck, though. Here's my luck with the wrist system. I would have a kid leave it in the dugout, and the other team would know all my signs. Richard fouls it off his foot. Umpired right on top of it.
I think that may have happened a time or two before, and they've had to switch out their entire numbering system. I looked at that one time. It really confused me with these kids. Because there's no, he'll give a number on about every pitch, and 95% of them mean absolutely nothing.
We want to thank all of our sponsors: Landon Edwards, Bloomington Chapel Church, Breath of Grace Wellness, Barger Insurance, Lindsey Wilson College, Kentucky Sanitation, Adair Board of Education, Giz Construction, Jock's Market, Pizza Hut in Columbia, Cumberland Pipeline, Columbia Pharmacy Magic Market in Columbia, J.L. Gate, in the Adair County School District. There's a line drive down the right field line or left field line. It stays fair, about a foot inside the line. That's going to score McQuarrie. And Richard's going to coast into second. One hop to fence, Scott. It was just a matter of whether it was going to be fair or foul.
Exactly. Big two-out hits right there. As Landon Holmes will come in to run for Bodie. The courtesy runner rule. Still the greatest rule in baseball, I think, is courtesy running for your catcher, especially. A lot of times these pitchers will run for themselves still, but that's something I wish they put in Major League Baseball, honestly, as a courtesy runner. I think it just speeds the game up a whole lot, and it makes things more exciting and puts a little more offense in the a lot of these catchers. They're still great athletes in the Major League, the catchers even, but that's usually your the least athletic on most teams of anybody.
And we want to thank the Adair County School District for being our sponsor here. And the community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's all about their schools. So there's a line drive, yes, base hit, and Adair County's going to score another run easily as Holmes got a great jump.
He was running on the pitch. I think he was on. I don't think he necessarily had a steal sign there. I don't think the pitch was where I would doubt seriously would have a steal sign in the third on 2 outs, but he got such a good jump off the pitcher that he just had to go. I mean, he was already 3/4 of the way there before the pitch was ever delivered. So when they're giving it to you like that, you got to take it.
Scott, how do you like this turnaround? Giz comes into the day 1 for 5. He's been hit about 4 times by pitches, but today goes 3 for 3. So he's now up to his average. He's
3 for 3 at the walk, so he's been on base all 4 times.
He's 4 for 8. He's got a ball 500. We got a ball.
Cumberland says opened his shoulder up too much. So Indians look like they're in danger of having a scoreless inning here if they put up 3 with 2 outs.
Jasper Kemp digs in. There's a curveball, stays away. 20 runs, Scott, on 18 base hits today for the Indians.
Unreal.
That's having a day.
Offensive numbers.
That's having a day, no doubt about it. Jasper, he's down into the fielder's choice. He had a base hit his second time up. And he had a single his third time up. So he's 2 for 3 with a fielder's choice. His fourth at bat. Here's a pitch. It's a curveball pitch. Strike tall.
Yeah, it's a good pitch.
Ball stays down low, gets by the catcher Duval. Gist is going to coast into third. Adair County with 20 runs, got through 3 innings. What a day.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then give up. I mean, you give up 9 through 3 innings. You think, oh, well, somebody one of those days between you score 20. It's unreal. It's not been a pitcher's game by any means.
Liverpool's a ball upstairs. Scott, you were talking about Kentucky's quick exit in the SEC tournament. That was maybe the most pitiful display of defense I've ever seen. I know they've given up a lot of points this year, but last night it was just it was really bad.
You're exactly right. I was very upset in the first half. You know how I am about officiating. I thought there was several missed calls in the first half, and it wasn't gonna matter. Here's mine, and I read about it all night last night, and I'm not sure your thoughts on it. But of course, Calipari almost refuses to play a zone. They go zone 5 trips in a row, and give up 1 basket in the 5 trips. And that one, after they get that 1 basket, he pulled them out of the zone again. And if you can't play man to man, you got to do something different. I mean, just what I've noticed in the games UK struggles the most with are veteran guards that know what they're doing, and Texas A&M's got 2 of them that are that have been around basketball a long time. So that's the Florida beating Alabama last night, Tennessee losing. Auburn's really the highest seed left at a 4 seed. So, and they had their hands full of Mississippi State today. So, I'm going to see how the SEC does in the NCAA tournament. They got a chance to send. I think they'll have a chance to send 4 or 5 teams to the Sweet 16. Depending on the draw, obviously.
Jagger was first at bat today. It's ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Here's a pitch, curveball, swing and a miss upstairs, 2-2.
A little tardy on that swing.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So Adair came with runners on first and third. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it for the bottom half of the third. But not before the Indians put up 3 more runs on 3 hits, and they leave 2. We played 3 complete. Adair 20, Cumberland County 9 on the Indian Radio Network.
Doc's Market is a Shell-branded store open to fuel your vehicle and your body. Located on Campbellsville Road, Doc's Market serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and even has soft-served ice cream. Check out their huge menu with items like roasted chicken, burgers, chef salads, and many specials. You can see their full menu on their Facebook page. That's Doc's Market on Facebook, and stay up to date on the latest specials. Doc's Market, food, fuel, and family.
John here with the Columbia Pizza Hut. Be sure to stop by and check out the fresh new vibes with a whole new dining room experience ready to make you lose your mind up in this hut. Actually, that's not my natural voice, guys. So let's calm down and try this again. We are going to be giving back to the community with events, deals, and giveaways. Please be sure to follow us on Facebook to keep up with all the latest cheesiness. New look, same great pizza. Pizza Hut in Columbia, Kentucky. Can't wait to see you all.
Are you looking for a new car? Well, Don Franklin Nissan is in a push to sell new vehicles in March. We've got them marked down. We've got more vehicles than ever, and we are looking to sell new rides. New Versa starting $18,900. Certain options, 0% financing. New roads up to $4,000 off. Why buy used when you can buy a new one at the same price? Stop by and see us. Don Franklin Nissan. Ask for Mike. Ask for Becky. Ask for David. Ask for Savannah. We're here to help. Don Franklin Nissan. 270-384-6426. DonFranklinAuto.com.
Indians lead 20-9, headed to the top of the fourth inning. Just a little update on next week's broadcast. We'll be on the softball games on Monday and Tuesday. Monday, the Lady Indians host Clayton County at 5:30, first pitch. And on Tuesday, they host Glasgow, another 5:30 first pitch for the Lady Indians. Baseball side next week, we'll have next Thursday the Hart County game at home, 5:30 first pitch. If Adair County does not play in the state basketball tournament on Friday, we'll have a baseball game that day as the Indians host Washington County. Up to bat here for Cumberland County to begin the top of the fourth inning will be, look over at John's notes, he had to step out for a second. Be number 27, Aiden Brockman, playing right field now. As Jagger Kemp returns to the mound and quickly goes ahead 0-2 to the Panther right fielder. I think John said he'd need to step out to the restroom. He might have found the concession stand while he's down there too, going in. 0-2 pitch way up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Throwing away. Giving the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fourth inning begins a 15-run rule in high school baseball, so Indians lead by 11 at this point in time. Nope, he didn't bring a hamburger back. I told the crowd that we might have had to go to the concession stand while he was out. Full count here.
We might have to send a producer extraordinaire down there to the concession stand in a minute with some money. It's hard to eat and talk on the radio. He might really get on me for that.
We're doing a pretty good job on these seeds, though. Hopefully it's not coming across too bad. Baseball's
out. We've got Cumberland County here in the top of the fourth. Indians with the 10-run rule in play. So,
thinking the fourth
right here.
I think in the fourth, I think you got to have a 15 run.
Yes.
So it starts at 10 runs. So still need to keep them right here and try to come in and score a few. Both teams with quicker numbers every inning so far. It's an offensive game.
Aiden Branham. 3 balls and 2 strikes as he leads off the top of the fourth. Swung on and a high fly ball should be caught. Second baseman Martin. Oh, he gets caught off with the right fielder and the ball drops harmlessly.
Martin done what he's supposed to there. If he hears the right fielder call him off, he's supposed to let it go. But the problem was he stayed camped under it instead of sprinting out from under. That was the only issue with that. I think the right fielder probably would have got there, but Martin was absolutely camped under it. So
that's going to go down as a base hit for Branham. Swung on by J.D. Riley and shot foul over by the third base coach.
That's one thing about baseball, John, is you can't give mental errors. It's actually got to be a fielding or throwing error is the only thing you can give. But if you can give mental errors, that would be one right there.
Jagger Kip, he came in the pitch. Looks like Glasgow's entered the premises. Swung on a line drive over play by Coomer. And it was one hop, and the runner's going to try to get to third, and it's going to get there. Bang, bang, under the glove. Coomer. The ball took him in the hole.
That's where your shortstop or your left fielder's got to come in and try to cover third because that ball pulled Brayton way off the bag, and he had the reverse pivot all the way to try to get back, and the runner was running on the play, so he basically just ran at second like it was a base hit and went to third. He never had to hit the brakes at all.
So Riley, his put out goes 5-3. Branham goes from first to third.
He's going to bring the infield in. Kind of surprising in a way with 11-run lead that you bring the infield in here.
Very surprised as Walden He's going to bat.
I think Coach McCray might just be looking at a game situation here they might run into later, try to give them a little work on it with kind of the lead they're working with here.
Here's a pitch, swing and a miss, 1 ball and a strike.
John, I know you're taking a trip next week. If we do these games, are you going to be tuned in, or you going to be, or you going to be invested in the horse races too much?
Absolutely. Swung on. Foul off. Wow, this technology now, Scott, that $12 subscription to the NFHS, you know, it's easy to take on the road with you.
The good thing about our games, you don't have to pay a dime for those. They're on YouTube for free. So.
Here's a pitch. Ooh, Richard drops it. It could have been a third strike. Ball hung right on the inside part. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Speaking of broadcast, I thank Austin for all the work he's put in on this. It's got the right equipment right now, and it's got a lot of confidence on our basketball.
Scott, go this again. I wasn't aware of this. So Adair County, the Wednesday night game will be on YouTube as well?
No, not that one. Oh, I was also talking about the baseball games we're doing next week.
Oh, okay.
NFHS will have the state basketball tournament.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's a pitch. Strike 3 called, and Walden goes down on the backwards K. So Jagger trying to lead with runner stranded at third with 2 outs. Adair County with a 20-9 lead. Well, we have a strikeout sponsor. It's a long one, too. Cumberland Pipeline. Their expertise in underground utility contract work. Give them a call, 385-9000, and they cheer on the Indian supporters. Strikeout was looking for Walden. It's going to bring up the pitcher, Cash. That's a curveball call, strike.
Big hook up there.
2 balls and 2 strikes. So
Cash, it looks like he's 1 for 2 today.
0-2 pitch saws him off, but it's going to be fouled. It's on the first baseline. Thought Jake maybe could have laid out for that one.
He might could have. I still don't think he got 15 feet of it.
No, just kidding. It was way short of him. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3, and that does it for Cumberland County. No runs. They do get a base hit, and they leave a runner. We played 3.5. Adair 20, Cumberland 9 on the Indian Radio Network.
Are you looking for a tasty treat anytime, day or night? Head on over to Magic Market on Will Walker Road in Columbia. Dive into their mouth-watering lineup featuring the famous Hunt Brothers Pizza. And here's the best part. Build your own pizza with all the toppings you crave, absolutely no extra charge. Plus, indulge in their breakfast menu, including the town's finest biscuits and gravy. Magic Market, where every bite is a flavor adventure. Join the JL Gate family of farmers and ranchers across the U.S. Their round pins are trusted day in and day out. Now, exclusively from JL Gate, they introduce a new feature, the powdered coat option. Elevate your round pin and farm gate orders with their stunning powdered coat finishes, including JL Gray, dark green, red, and gloss black. Available for a small upcharge. Whether you opt for painted, powdered, or galvanized coating, they are dedicated to ensuring your purchase perfectly suits your needs.
Welcome back to Adair County High School, Adair County Baseball. As we head to the home half of the 4th, Scott, Indians with a big day offensively. The Indians have 20 runs on 18 base hits and only 2 Cumberland County errors, so they swung the bat today.
Yeah, they sure have. Looks like we got 9-1-2 up again this inning.
Hayden Smith, he's going to lead off. Hayden's had one heck of a day.
2 for 3, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs. Not a bad day at the park.
Scott, I'm old school. It's a sheet, but I really don't need anything to.
What's that?
Why didn't you tell me that in a nice way? I
didn't know. I didn't know all that was on there. I'll be completely honest. We don't need to keep this thing right here anymore.
No.
I kind of like a paper copy away, but that gives you everything you need to know right there.
Everything's electronic. The books kept in the dugout. We got instant access by Game Changer.
It's kind of like what we're going to get at the basketball game. Winston John will be right there in front of us. Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a really neat experience. I know the boys are really excited about it, but I'm excited about it too. I've never sat on the floor with them. I have to, but not the seats like we don't have. I've sat down there for really used to it.
Now, how fortunate is this? I mean, in a lifetime, I've got to coach there twice, and this will be my second experience with radio there. As I did the game, here's a high fly ball in the deep left field. Aiden Smith just here. It just clears the out.
I didn't know if it was clear enough.
So Aiden, out of that 9 spot, it's his third hit of the day, and it's a long one, a high deep drive that got out of here. It wasn't a line drive. It was a moonshot. And Aiden trots around the bases in Adair County with their 21st run. Scott.
Fill them up. That's all I can say about it. A 3 touchdown day for the Indians so far. They are 3 runs away from a 15-run rule right here.
Scott, in 2009, I got to go, and David Herbst, my partner,
could not the old-fashioned way.
Could not attend. He had something work-related. He could not attend. So I got to call both games at Rep Arena by myself, and that was a blessing, One thing I'll never forget. Now I'm going to get to go back for a second time. That's
one thing I figure you got left is put your referee stripes on and go try to officiate a game up there.
No, it don't happen. I can't do that.
It's not going to happen. Huh?
Here's a call strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's Alex Martin.
I'd like to see you referee. 3 for 4. You got such a good personality. I like to see what you handle these coaches as a referee.
I tell you, tried to referee a little bit when I was younger, make some extra money on Saturday mornings, some junior league, junior pro type games, little league. And it didn't take me long to figure out that that was a tough business.
John, I'll tell you a story. I've refereed one time, and it was a little league game. And I tripped over my own feet, and I fell from 1 3-point line, and I finally hit the floor at the other 3-point line. I stumbled that far.
It's not an easy gig. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Martin. Cash, he's settled in now. Ooh, swing and a miss. Looked like a little bit of a changeup. Took a little bit off of it. And Martin goes down on strikes. So the second time in a row that Martin's retired.
Comes Coomer up again in the same situation. I'll be very surprised if he sees anything much to hit.
So Coomer reached on an error, hit by a pitch, grand slam, and a pop-up to the shortstop. Swung on. It's a ground ball, base hit into center field. It's seeing eyes. Couldn't hit very hard, but went right by the mound. Scooted through for a base hit.
Russell looking for his 3rd hit of the day. We'll put a pinch runner in for Brighton right here. Looks like Landon Holmes is going to run.
Scott, it's really nice to see the crossover seasons, the coaches. Yeah, I mean, Brayton, he's one of the big 3 on the basketball team, but baseball is probably going to be, in the future. I mean, that's what he's going to do. And, really and truly with the girls' state tournament first this year, he was going to miss a ton of games.
Yeah, he was. You're exactly right. So I don't think he's pitched any. I would doubt he'll pitch any. I don't know. Well, I say that instead of glove over there, he's going to go and pitch. I was going to say I don't think he'll pitch any, but that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to go out here and warm up. So It might be a good time, though, John, if got a lead like this to come in and get a little work.
Here's a ball up high to Russell. Price, he's got 2 hits on the day. 1 extra base hit, a double. Holmes gets a good lead over there. Probably not going up 12, I wouldn't guess. It's kind of a sportsmanship deal. Here's a snap throw from the catcher Duvall down to the first baseman. Riley is late. Scott, that's Khan running over there.
Oh, is it? I thought it was, it is 15. I thought it was 13. I'm sorry. My fault.
Swung on. Here's a pop-up in the short right field. Second baseman Walden goes back and makes a play. Khan retreats to first base. 2 outs in the inning.
Yes, it was the last inning. We ended up scoring 3 runs on 2 outs. So let's see if Jake can get something started again.
So that's a pop-up to the second baseman, McQuarrie.
Jake also looking for his 3rd hit of the game.
Looking for his first bomb of the year, Scott.
That's a good spot for it.
Here's the pitch. It's outside for a ball.
Very consistent in throwing Jake that's on the outside part all day long. Most of the time they stay in that right-hand batter's box.
Here's the pitch. Stays away from him. 2 balls and no strikes. 21 runs for the Indians. Yes, that is correct. You're hearing that correct. It's a ball away, and Adair County is going to run. Khan with the stolen base. He slides in under the tag.
21 runs on 20 hits. It's amazing. It's 3 days worth of stuff. Get it on 4 innings so far.
There's a pitch. It's outside for a ball. McQuarrie walks.
Bring up Richard.
Richard's had quite a day.
Sure has. About everybody has, really, honestly.
2 hits. Bodie Richard. 2 for 11 before today, but he's up that average with 2 base hits. Here's a pitch. Swung on. That's a base hit in the left field. Hit on the screws. Don's going to have to hold right there.
It hit so hard he didn't have a chance and hit right at the left fielder. Speaking of days, this right here is Saturday too. Coming up to bat is Zane Gist.
I've got Zane unofficially 4 for 4 right now. Let's see what BJ's got him also 4 for 4 with a double.
Let's just go ahead and hit a walk-off right there. Just round the day out.
2 outs. Indians with the bases loaded.
Snell Holmes is back at first base, courtesy running.
There's a curveball rolls in there from Cash for a strike. Here's a pitch. It's down low for a ball. It's going to get by the catcher. That's going to score 1. Khan's going to slide in under the play.
Make it 22-9.
Scott, this sounds like, let's see, it would be 3 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. Sounds like a football score.
It does.
That's another 5 for 5 day. Wow. Yes, rips one in the center field. That's going to be score 1. Here comes the second run. A score easily 24-9.
It's ball game.
And that's 15 after 3. That should be ball game.
It is ball game.
Shake hands. It's Cumberland County Let's run out of here, Scott.
Yeah, sure it is. Unreal offensive day for the Indians. Looks like they got 24 runs on 22 hits.
Scott, you want to wrap this one up for us? You're pretty good with that kind of stuff.
We'll see what we got here.
Let's
post game. I didn't look to see if we had a post game.
check here.